You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. You know, wild story here. Wow. And you would think by Memo being in the streets for 8 years more, 8-10 years or possibly more, in the hardest part, I label Chicago the toughest place in all the states. You can look at it however you want to. I go off the news and etc. You would think that him being around that, he would know how to move, right? Being that when you just jump off the porch, yeah, you got to deal with whoever and whatever to find out who is who and what is what. But when you've been out there so long and you've been able to eliminate the bad and keep the good around you, sift through it, you would think by now, by you being this, you're a decent, you're not a celebrity in Chicago, but you're a celebrity in your hood, and you're a big rapper in Chicago, and you're decent abroad. Like, your numbers ain't the worst. So you would think that you would have someone next to you that's solid by this time. You usually keep Cap around you, your main number one. I wonder why, why he ain't with you. I don't know who that dude is. I can't tell you for the life of me how the driver who is actually committing the crime, goes on to tell 12 that, these are not mine, but these are the other person, before the police can even get to question Memo. Seriously. But this just shows you how long it takes a person to go from loyal to opposition, loyal to fake. That went, that happened in the quickness of a police stop. So let me go ahead and get into this without further ado. Before I do, got to ask you to please tap that like button. This lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to win, and more people can view this video just like you're viewing it. Share this video, family, friends, etc. if you had the time and patience. What I really want from you personally is for you to subscribe. But if you'd rather wait to the end to see if I earn it, then we can do that. But I want you to keep your word at the end. Last but not least, hitting that notification bell, keep you notified on any and everything this channel produces. All right, roll it.
I do think that those were near you at some point, and I think they ended up in the driver's seat, and your boy was going to try and leave the car and let you take the charges from them.
So what made y'all charge him though?
In the driver's seat, and he was the driver. He was the guy driving the vehicle. So at first he said he wasn't even the driver. Then he said he didn't know nothing about it. And like I said, he continuously said it. Don't put them guns.
He didn't say they mine, specifically. I know he ain't saying
They his. Who else is the only guy in that car?
Oh man.
So there's take that for a grain of salt of what it is, but that's what it is.
Appreciate you, bro. I'm waiting on my round to come right now.
Or if them back and has a match to your DNA, and then the AG's office at some point figures out that you are a convicted felon, and arrest warrant will be cut for you. We'll be back here. Same exact thing, and you'll be catching the charges you were going to catch tonight. But because I cannot prove that in front of my face or on paper, I can't charge you with it. So it's the same goes. Like all y'all got y'all DNA taken.
Memo must not have gotten enough of jail, or he's just trying to make light of a bad situation, because he's sitting there singing and recording while he on the chase. Like what the what? With Blix in the car. So that's really beyond me at that point, you know. But you hear 12 tell Memo like he doing these prints. He got the DNA for the driver and you, Memo. And if they come back positive for any one of y'all, they gonna make that arrest. You know, they gonna let you go now because they don't have the evidence that they need, but they definitely coming. So it seemed like the dude that was driving, whoever that was, it don't seem like his plan worked to throw everything that was bad, which is the Blix, off on Memo, because they still arrested his black ass for doing the chase. Goofy. But I see what it is. He probably looking at like, you know, I go down for the chase. I ain't going down for them. You know, that's probably the reason why they was in. That made sense. That was probably the reason why they was on the chase the whole time. Dang, man. I do my best to avoid people like the driver on an everyday basis, because for real, he a nothing ninja, man. And people like him are responsible, and the reason why, you know, a real person to wake up in a cell facing 22 years, messing with dudes like him. You see how he just tried to do Memo. And by now, all these cases Memo then caught and accumulated, you'll think he Fed bound now, right? You know, you only get so many get out of jail free cards, but the only reason they exist in Chicago because it's so big and it's corrupt out there, man. You getting out of jail for dang near anything, especially when you going there disputing with the 12, disputing the PD in Chicago. My mans do it all the time, getting them cases dropped. I can understand the singing and everything, right, to kind of cope with the situation of being in distress. You know what I'm saying? You on the police chase, you trying to stay calm, you know, singing. But my thing is, why go live? Why record it? But then I'm thinking like, okay, Memo thought for sure he was gonna get away. That's why he getting that speed up, hit the E-way, we out of here. You recording and laughing because you thought for sure that was a getaway. Because honestly, you probably go through that all the time in Chicago, but you never expected to turn out how it turned out. And that's where it goes all bad, because you've recorded everything, so it worked 100% in favor of 12, in favor of the prosecutors, in favor of the judge. That evidence that you recorded slams yourself. You done slammed yourself, bud. Like, man, remember when Memo career began? Like, not began, but remember just years ago when he was just doing goofy stuff and his friends ain't want to claim him. He was doing anything to go viral. They was looking at him like, you know, a lot of them was saying he wasn't really 600. He a goofy store runner. And he was just doing whatever. Yeah, Memo was everywhere. But then he recently, like in the last couple years, cleaned up his image, focused on himself and his relationships, you know, got on his peace, pushing peace, and man, changed his whole image to the point to where I dang near became a fan. Like, man, y'all seen how Memo changed for the better? But look what he had now. Back, look like you doing clout moves. That same stuff you doing with the 12 chasing you recording it, that was along the lines of the stuff you was doing when they was back then calling you goofy almost the whole 600. And y'all remember how they was giving it up when it came to Memo? So my question to y'all is, does it seem like Memo is going backwards instead of making progress? You know, Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Along with that, please attach that like button. Like I tell y'all, this gets me in the algorithm and it lets more people view this video. Share this. You know, we talked about me earning your subscription and I waited long enough. And now I'm trying to see what you're going to give me. What we got going here. Let me know. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on everything. That's all I really got for y'all. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news report on YouTube at this time. Soda TV, the real Soda TV at that. Take that.